if you cheat on me, I'm not forgiving you.
Oh,
And
who? What I said to
yeah,
you?
yeah, we're
Yeah,
not forgiving. I said, I'm
yeah,
just saying, I think we
yeah.
both understood. I know for me, I can't forgive cheating. I've been through it and I've tried and pleased every conversation, but you cheated.
Yeah, cheating is light.
Yeah.
Cheating is light work. No, I say that. What I mean by that is like when it comes to like our marriage and when it comes to us, reasons for breaking up or reasons for divorce or reasons for leaving, cheating is like it's way down here. It's some I think there's more things that are way more difficult to work through.
Yes.
What I'm saying is, yeah, I think there's like a lot more difficult things to work through than cheating.
Yes.
You know, lo- uh, loss in the family, deaths,
Yeah.
homelessness,
Betrayals,
betrayal,
addictions.
addictions, yeah, like finance, gambling,
Yeah.
drugs, alcohol. We feel like there's more difficult and challenging things than infidelity.
Yeah.
Um, so the short answer is I could forgive cheating. I
Mm.
could forgive it. Not saying it's easy or, you know, cheating is like one of the worst things.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
But I feel like I could work through that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like cheating is inherently wrong,
Mm.
right? Fortunately, I've never had to deal with it. I've never cheated on a. I mean, I've only been with one person before
Right.
yourself, so I didn't really have many opportunities. But I'm glad, I'm happy for that.
Right.
If we're to say like on the topic of take it, let's say, God forbid, theoretically speaking, hypothetically even speaking, if you were to cheat, I think how how that would end up, I think would depend on why it happened in the first place. And I know it may sound a bit strange for a lot of people, but if I neglected you
Mm.
completely, if I pushed you away, right? If I didn't treat you as my wife, as my best friend, I'd be willing to listen,
Mm.
right? I'd be willing to play ball. And I mean, I can never know.
Until
And
if it happens,
if
God
it was
forbid.
to ever happen, God forbid.
God forbid.
I think it would greatly, whether I would take you back, would greatly determine on why it happened in the first place. Because I do believe that it could be the other's, not necessarily the other's fault. It's always the person's decision to cheat. But I do believe marriage is almost like a covenant whereby we are married, right? We have to be married. We have to do everything in unison, remain faithful to our vows, right? And I feel like if a party doesn't do that, I think there has to be some accountability.
Right.
But boy, I feel like that's so controversial. But you know, I think that, yeah, having not experienced that, and I never will. That's my current thought process on that topic.
Mm.
What do you think?
Yeah, I also feel like I could work through cheating. What I wouldn't be able to work through is rampant infidelity. I wouldn't be able to work through like, total public humiliation and disrespect,
Right.
outside children, diseases, so all of those things,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to work through. Um, but yeah, it's being very aware that sometimes I've made mistakes that I'd like to be forgiven for. And so as my husband, just, in general. So I'd like to think that I have that capacity for forgiveness 100%. But I also know that I'd resent being in the position that now I have to forgive that. So that's something that I worked on in therapy as well, is like, even because you have the capacity to forgive, can you handle the resentment that you've been put in the position that now you have to forgive? So, yeah, it's definitely possible to forgive cheating. Yes, short answer.
Yeah.
So the conversations we've had regards to cheating it's not
it's not a thing in our marriage. Like, it's not. I would never disrespect him in that way ever. Like, just zero.
Yeah, we've talked about it, and how the conversation has been is like, number one, when it comes to forgiveness, what does that look like? And the general consensus is, if the other person is willing to is serious about the future of the relationship, then let's go. Like, if it's marriage, if it's just a relationship before marriage, then I would say just break up and go. So like, you don't need to. But if it's in marriage, because it's till death do us part, like, we have to fight for it if we're both serious.
For me, in regards to cheating, I've been cheated on before. And I feel like I'm in a place where, and this is it's hard because it's like, this is a different dynamic. We're actually married now, and like, it's harder to just be like, you cheated on me, bye, basically. Even like contractually kind of thing, where you'd have to go through the whole divorce process and this, that. I never want to cross that bridge. But I feel like I've had so many representations of what I don't want. So, and it's like now, like, I'm certain that if that was to happen, like, I know the kind of person that I would be. So it's like, you might as well have divorced me, that kind of thing. But like, even just echoing what you've said, like, I don't think I'll be able to really give a proper answer until, like, unless it was to happen, kind of thing. I can't say like, oh, I love you so much, so I'd never leave you. You know what I mean? Like, or yeah, we're done. But yeah, I think that's gonna have to be like, I hope we never come to that bridge, God forbid. But yeah, like, I couldn't say now, like right now, like it's done.
If we're both serious.
Yeah.
If both parties are not, if one of the two parties are not serious, then that's a, you know, a much more complicated issue to have to deal with. But that's what we said. But as my wife has said, it's not a thing for us because I value my life. I know, like, I've said it before, she is dangerous if she's on the wrong side. So I don't want to even consider what will happen to me if I cross her in that way.
It's not
So
even you.
I don't even, it's not even a thing I consider, because like, what will
Babe,
happen?
no, it's not even you. I'm looking at the camera now. Any of y'all, your ladies, he's mine. You get me? So if you don't want me, you know, like 24 Jack Bauer, go watch it. I'm the female version. You don't want to cross me. Do you get me? I'm nice. But if you try to come for him, people don't know you exist.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you just like, bam, God. Sorry. I went too far. Okay, sorry.
So that phrase, divorce is not an option, honestly, it don't sit true to me. But let me tell you, you see the day you say, oh, we're having marital problems, and you step out on me, I'll bring that paper so quick to you. You would think it was already prepared months ago. And I think sometimes that can, I understand the notion of divorce is not an option. I understand the notion. But I think, what's the word that I'm looking for? It can be a negative precedent on marriages where we have this idealism that it must work, or call me a failure, please, while you see me enjoying my life outside. But I will not tolerate disrespect. I will not tolerate any kind of foolishness, like anything that you do not want for yourself, do not bring to my doorstep. I understand that life will test our marriage, but that's what it should be, life. Not my husband bringing nonsense at my doorstep, and then the problem should be from outside. The problem shouldn't be inside my house sleeping with me. I am not sleeping with the enemy. So that thing, divorce is not an option. I completely understand it, because I'm going to work at everything to ensure that I give our marriage a fighting chance.
Yes.
However, once that noise comes from inside my house and you're the one destroying my home and our marriage, please, you and yourself, can you find your way out?
What about like just divorce? in general?
Divorce.
Yeah.
I think maybe like, and I'm gonna even bring it biblically, like like cheating is the only grounds for divorce, like in our religion. So that's kind of like a double-edged sword. I would hope that would never get divorced. I don't I don't think anyone gets into a relationship thinking that they're gonna get divorced. So even then, like, I couldn't say like, oh, I'd get divorced. But yeah, that's a really hard question for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's of course quite a deep topic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Divorce is not an option. Yeah, like my wife has said, understand the sentiment, and why people say it. And yeah, like divorce is, I mean, marriage is quite important. So if you decide to get married to someone, obviously you want to work. You're going to have to put
It's
work.
work.
Don't think that you two are going to get married and everything's going to be swings and roses and all of those things. Like it's still a relationship that requires work. And if you don't put that work in, number one, beforehand, and then when you get married and during your marriage, then obviously you might potentially get to a point where you two grow apart, and it might be the best thing that you separate.
My boss said before you separate, if you grow apart,
Yeah.
go to therapy.
Yes,
Yeah, because I
agreed.
think separation, it's such.
You need another voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it goes back to what I said about what we both said about being intentional like, when you're with someone. The idea of marriage is nice, but what's the long-term plan, right? You're going to be spending the rest of your life with this person. There has to be some sort of plan for your life, right? There has to be some goals, some targets set. And I feel a lot of people that get divorced, they get mad because of love.
Yeah.
And you need a lot more than just love
to
to get married,
marriage,
right? And I do think sometimes it's for the better that couples are divorced. If it was like, abusive, or if just both parties are just miserable and there's just zero compatibility, what's the point in staying married? You know?
Yeah.
So I think it's a bit of a spicy topic, but yeah.
Hear it.
Yeah.
That statement is such an intricate statement because there are different levels to it.
Yeah.
Where you say growing apart, I don't think I'm going to divorce someone for growing apart. The reason why is we can go to therapy.
Yeah.
Is there a season? Because seasons change. I think it's all about the season that we're in. And that's why I think someone else, like, I knew I wasn't meant to be married earlier because I was not ready. Marriage, I think people jump into it just to say they're married.
Yeah.
But I know prior, fun fact, remember when we asked him, this is like the second time asking to marry. The first time when we were in bed and stuff. But I know at that time, I was not ready for marriage. And I knew when I stepped in marriage, I want to be so grounded, and God had to direct me into that marriage. And at that time, I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
And the reason I said, but now that I'm here, I would say that, not to say that we grow apart or whatever, I feel like there's certain things we can do as a couple to try and stay together.
Yeah.
So therapy,
Yeah.
taking the time out to step back, reevaluate. I don't think like divorce should be thrown around.
Yeah.
The day that I say divorce is the day I'm finished, because I will never say divorce in my marriage until the time has come where I said, we've tried this, we've tried that, we've tried holistic approaches. Yeah. But it's just not working. And every marriage is different.
100%.
And the deciding factor of that marriage is the two people in it.
Yeah.
So that for me is what this whole notion of, divorce is not an option. It's the two people in it, and where the noises and voices coming from to destroy your marriage. Is it inside your home or is it outside noise? If it's outside, we can, as you said, our notion in our household is, it's us against the problem. But it can't be me against my husband all the time, because it's just going to deter from there. But
and
that's it.
Just adding to that as well, like you two came into the marriage together. So before going down that divorce route, try to do every single thing that you can to save your marriage first.
Yeah.
I think people do that because they're not satisfied with the two people, and we're completely satisfied with each other. There's no need for, I don't think there's any need for anything other than just the two of us. That's my view on it.
I would wholeheartedly agree. I don't think that we are enough for each other. So for me, I can't see any reason why I want to introduce a third or fourth or however many people into that relationship. So if people want that, that's down to them, but that says more about them and their relationship. that they're lacking something,
Yeah,
that they
something's
need,
missing, isn't it?
something's missing. I'm not going to judge if that's what people want. That's fine. But personally, I feel that we are enough for each other, you know. So
We had sex toys, right, given to us as a gift for our honeymoon. And we got married, 6-7 years ago? And they're still there. We don't even need sex toys. So there you go.
do you know where they are?
Yes, I know exactly where they are.
Okay.